Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Next weekend I have a prior obligation that I cannot, it's gonna keep me from getting too far into Frankie. That means Frankie won't be getting painted next weekend either. It is Friday, and my focus for today and tomorrow is going to be just getting some of the last, I keep saying there's minor details, but I keep finding, just a little something else that I'm like, hey, maybe I ought to fix that. And so I've been doing that. Like, take for instance, there was a little low spot right here that I had not found before, so I brought that up a little bit. I also found a little low spot right here that I brought up, and I'm working on another one right there. I brought it up a little bit already, but it needs just a teensy bit more. It really seems like Frankie might have got hit with something going this direction just a little bit. I don't know, maybe somebody stepped right there. It's not really bad, but it's enough that I'll notice it, so I'm gonna try to fix it. Ooh, and I do actually have to sand one more spot. I need to sand around the passenger side quarter window. There is kind of a lip from the previous owner putting this glorious primer job on here that has just caused me headache after headache. I think I got all the trim done. The last piece that I needed to get done, the cowl cover right there, and I got that all done with the Rust-Oleum trim and bumper, and then I went over it with the satin clear coat. Oh boy, I have my arms are tired. I've been sanding the living daylights out all this stuff, just trying to get her ready. I'm really happy with most of it. I did find that this side has been repainted before, and I just, I've done my best to get all the clear off of them. They are shiny a little bit in some places, but I'm rolling the dice. I could literally stay in one spot for a long time and it isn't coming off, so I'm calling it. It's good enough for me. This was pretty much the last of what I needed to do, except for the door moldings need still a little bit of attention. I actually was out here just kind of sitting, found that this has some of that tape in it, the door tape, and I don't think I've ever touched this other side at all, so that needs to get sanded on. Let's see, I got this all done today. Went all the way around here. I do believe I'm done there. I went back in with the little spot putty to just, and yeah, some dum-dum when he was scratching along here accidentally got the 80 grit into there, so that's actually what this was doing, but it's all more gooder now. Got this all black and then painted it with what's this one called again? Oh, matte. Yep, got those done as well. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Unfortunately I'm not going to be able to hop on this next weekend, but hopefully the weekend after that. I am torn right now. Right now I have a battle going on in my head of whether or not I want to stick all these ground effects back on the car and paint it with them on the car. I know everybody's got a war inside their head. That's mine right now. I just made a huge decision here, and I just kept rolling with it and rolling with it. I tried peeling that sticker out, and I tried using heat. It doesn't want to come out. So I'm still going to need to work on that. But the heat, I was putting so much heat on it trying to get it to come off that my molding started coming off the door again. So I decided to pull it all the way off. And as I was, the paint along here was all cracking just like all this in here. So I kind of buckled it. I made a U the whole way down, just let it crack all that it wanted to. And then I laid into it with some 80 grit and this. Yeah, you know what it is. Anyway, and this is where we're at. It is way better. I did have this scratch that was filled in before, but I got it. I'm gonna have to do it again. It's not very deep, but I've gone ahead and breathed in all that too, by the way, and that's great. And then I believe I'll take the other side off and vibrate on that with some sandpaper as well, and hope that I can get it as good as this. I'm sorry. That stuff is kind of brutal. Well, other than a little mishap right there, this thing turned out pretty dang good. This particular mishap happened because Shane decided to use one of them magic eraser wheels, whatever they're called, and yeah, it done burned a little bit. So we went back to sandpaper, and it took a lot longer than I had anticipated, but overall just wonderful. Another thing that I just wanted to say is, for these corners, I actually got some sandpaper down and kind of just right along in there. So I got a good portion of that done. I wasn't quite high enough there, so I just threw a little bit more up there. And I'm sitting here, and my head keeps on looking right there. For some reason, that door is like sucked in down there. As you can tell, you know, it's pretty. So I don't care a whole bunch about up there, because, you know, it's going to have the ground effects, but I kind of sort of want it to maybe be this way a little bit more. So I'm going to get my mallet, give her a little ponk ponk. This is where we got. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. The rain is happening any minute now. It looks like the wind's starting to kick up. Anyway, so I got down and found, I did beat on the door with the mallet, made it a little bit straighter. I did finish this up. Turned out really good. Depending on the weather tomorrow, my focus is going to be there and then all the same stuff on the other side. And then I've got to pull the door handles and the locks, and also the lock in the hatch. That's all got to come out. My hands are numb. My nose is not happy. I've been all the dust and yeah. So I'm gonna go in and take a shower again. See you in the morning. Okay guys, we are out here, and this bad boy has been all 500 grit sanded. I found a little spot there and a little bit up in here. Not really bad, but enough that I think I would notice it. So I just threw a little dolphin glaze on there. I am going to get down in here still and POR15 that. It's going under the ground effects. I really don't care. It's Frankie. I'm just making it better, not perfect. I'm really happy so far with the progress. I think it's pretty much ready to primer. I am going to, however, throw these ground effects on and the bumpers on when I paint it. I watched Brutal paint one the other night. I can't remember if it was a Retro or a Calypso. He had them back on there. And I've been sitting here as I've been doing all this, I've been thinking, you know, I really ought to stick those back on there just for the ease of painting it. Doing it at home, you know, if I had a big shop or a big paint booth that I could hang stuff up, it would make a lot of sense to, you know, paint all that stuff separate. But really and truly, I'd have to do it out here on the lawn probably. And, you know, it's not like I don't have the room out here, but you got crap flying around everywhere. Okay guys, we are at the point where I'm going to go ahead and remove the door handle. And after that, remove the door cylinder. Okay, well, it looks like I'm buying new locks. I've said before that I thought this was shorter. This is the passenger side, the red one, and I thought it was shorter than the silver one, which is the driver's door, and it is indeed shorter. So I don't know if that's an aftermarket one or what, and I know for sure the silver one is a Ford piece, but I don't see any markings telling me what that red one is. All right, if you guys remember yesterday, or just a second ago now, probably in the video, this door lock, cylinder, whatever, well, where'd it go? Came right apart on me when I was pulling this apart. You see all this stuff's gone out of it. I don't know, there's springs and all that junk in there. And anyway, I went over to Salt Lake today to see Travis with Classic LEDs. He makes these kits up where all that takes one key, which is similar to how the SSPs were set up. Okie doke, I didn't film too much because it's kind of hard to film while you're under there. But as you can well tell, everything is back on the car. That's everything we're going to need to paint it. So over this next week or so, I am going to kind of give it its final sand. Just go over it one more time. I do not have all of the screws in it yet because my shoulder is killing me, and I think it's better that I just hold off because they don't, you know, it's not going anywhere. Just the screws on the ground effects, and then the ends where they in the wheel wells. Yeah, I think that it is finally ready to be primered. There are some very minor details left, and I'm sure after it's primered that I'll find more stuff that I can't see right now. Bumps, ridges, and we might just not even look at those and just paint it. I don't know. I just know that I want to enjoy this car, and time is running thin. It's August 25th today. I honestly bumped my head on my estimation of time it would take to do this. It has been unreal how much I didn't know needed to be done when I took this thing apart. You know this car. It's Frankie, and Frankie likes throwing me a curveball. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. One of the biggest hurdles is hurdled, I think. Is that even a word? Hurdle? I don't know. See you guys later. Peace.